Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Miami Marlins. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Sandy Alcantara gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, taking a look at the numbers, you see that ERA a little under 4 last season. But I think his team and organization, they're expecting some bigger and better things out of him this year. We'll see if he can get off to a better start in this one.
Digging in, Gene Segura. He will lead this one off today. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And spring training is officially behind us now as the first pitch of the season is looked at for ball one.
First pitch, 4-10.
1-0 count. Here it is. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it. Our temperature not quite as hot as we'd expected. 85 degrees the reading at first pitch. The 1-1.
Hey.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. One out, nobody on. Sliced hard but foul. Look out over there. McCutchen, or just Kutch as he's frequently referred to. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
VR is there, 2 gone.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning. The 1-1 home.
And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Dan, I know I was an offensive player, but I'm okay being a pitcher's umpire. If you're going to consistently pound that outer half, James Kingsley's usually going to give it to you.
Hey, listen, there's a reason why the pitchers throughout the league, they call him the king of the hill. You move the ball a little bit off the strike zone, he's not afraid to put that arm up. He's a very good pitcher's umpire.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Aaron Nola is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
200 strikeouts on the season last year. That's not an easy thing to do. You definitely consider this guy a strikeout pitcher, and if he brings the same stuff that he had last year into this new season, we could see more than 200 strikeouts 2 years in a row.
At the plate, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
So that's 2 pitches in a row above the belt. As a hitter, that's what you're looking for, especially when it's a day game and the ball is carrying. That just wasn't a good enough pitch to hit.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Hot shot down the line. Base hit, and that's their first of the new campaign.
And that's one of those plays that stay with you for an entire game. You want to get the first out on what appears to be a routine play, but you can't get it done. The good news, he has some time to redeem himself.
Up next from Miami, Miguel Rojas. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's a .333 hitter, 5 for 15. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A ball and no strikes. VR aboard here at first with nobody out. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first. A double play.
The first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper, trying to get him started again following the double play. First delivery to him on the way. Laid off, but a cold strike as that caught the outside.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
Here comes the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Oh, I love that pitch right there. Up and in. Jam sandwich.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
Got to be frustrating for the guy out on the mound trying to get out of this inning. Had him down 0-2, and now he's worked the count back full. Still 1 pitch away from sitting in the dugout.
The 3-2 pitch. Freezes him. A strikeout looking. An inning in the books. Scoreless on MLB Network. So striding in, Rhys Hoskins. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Number 17, Rhys Hoskins.
First pitch of the at-bat. Lays off 1-0. One and one to count. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he just misses inside with the fastball there.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Fouled off. Now the payoff pitch home. And that misses for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, he gives up the walk, but that was a really good pitch. Might have been just out of the zone, but not by much. A lot of guys would have gone fishing for that pitch, so sometimes the hitter just outlasts you.
Stepping up now, Didi Gregorius. Lifetime versus this arm. He's 0 for 5. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Nope. Ball 1.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. A ball and 2 strikes to Didi Gregorius.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
The 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. One there. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, JT Realmuto. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball. Ball 1, no strike.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Strike swinging, chased a high one there.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
The 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Right fielder giving chase, and a diving effort, but it's out of his reach. A foul ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. 2 out, nobody on. High and deep to right. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Phillies go down quietly there. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning now. Now batting, Corey Dickerson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Corey Dickerson.
Here's the pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
The 1-0 home.
Oh, that's off the plate.
3. Brian Anderson is on deck. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Back up the middle. That's a hit, their first of the new season.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
In now, Brian Anderson, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Nola has a reputation, or a knack if you will, for working himself out of tough situations when he finds himself there. A lot of relief pitchers are known for that, obviously, but as a starter, that's certainly a valuable characteristic to have.
Matty V, and I'm going to tell you who likes this. The bullpen likes it, and the manager likes this, because most pitchers are going to get into trouble at least 1 or 2 times during the course of a start, and it's nice to know as a manager that you have a guy that's out there that can pitch with men on base and wiggle out of some tough jams. This guy's made a living doing this in his career.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
Stepping in now, Harold Ramirez, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that 2-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
To 1-2 now. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out. Coming to the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. He's set, and the pitch. 0-1 the count. From the belt, the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Misses, ball 2.
I think he's shown you right there. He was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all stuff, fastballs and the off-speed.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And he'll lay off a fastball here in a good spot, but ruled the ball 1-0. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's 2 for 4. He's taken him deep once. A ball and no strikes.
2 balls, no strikes.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The 2-0 pitch. Well hit to right, but a foul ball.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Fouled away. The 2-2 pitch, and he fouls this one off. The set and the 2-2. Waved at and missed for the third out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. Marlins strand a pair. Will move to the third with no score. Up next will be Nick Williams. 7, 8, 9. Bottom of the order set to go here in the third.
Nick Williams.
First offering on its way.
That's a ball.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
2-0 to the Phillies center fielder. They get him off balance there as he reaches for that one but can't find it. It's 2-1. Now the pitch. 2-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
3-2.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2.
And the Phillies are into the hit column.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
And in steps Scott Kingery as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Here's the pitch. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. 1-1. Here's a fastball that misses. To 2-2 now. Sure took a healthy hack that time. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
Into the box, Aaron Nola, as the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. To second for 1. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first. Striding into the box, Gene Segura looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. From the stretch.
Count 1-0.
And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
And now a called strike that time as the zone expands a bit here. It's 2-1 now. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
The 3-1.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Cooper has got it, and the side is retired. Phillies strand one. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the third now. Stepping up to the plate, Sandy Alcantara. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Sandy Alcantara.
The pitch.
Off the plate, ball one.
The 1-0 home.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike three.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So one out now for the Marlins in their half of the third, and the switch hitter Jonathan VR will be the next to bat. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch.
Outside, that's the ball.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
This is line to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out.
The shortstop, Miguel.
Digging in for his second at bat, Miguel Rojas. First offering on its way. Pitch on the way. Weak grounder down the first baseline. And the off-balance throw is right there for the third out, and a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Miami down in order. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Into the box now, Andrew McCutchen. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning.
When you take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. Fouled straight back. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Set with the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. This will get foul for strike 2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way to do it.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Racing back the center fielder at the track. And a climbing attempt at the wall, but this ball is gone. So a two-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number one, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Here's Didi Gregorius.
Now batting.
He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The windup and the 1-0 pitch, and it's fouled away. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. He's currently on a 1-year deal, so he stands to be a free agent at the end of this season.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
JT Realmuto is on deck. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Sinker misses, ball 4.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
At the plate, JT Realmuto. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
3 1/3 innings, 61 pitches. I'm not sure he's going to be around for much longer.
That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, the pitch.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Ready with another 2-2. Down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. From the stretch. Looked like the changeup slipped out that time, and it misses well above the zone.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home, and he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
In now, Nick Williams, a base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Fouled off. Gregorius over at second. Real Muto at first. One gone. Fouled away. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Scott Kingery. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he can't allow the same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find a way to put the ball in play.
1-0 the count. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1. Shot toward right center. And this is going to plate at least 2 of those runners as it's down for extra bases. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
They say when it rains it pours, and it's pouring out there right now. Drives in 2 more with that shot, making it 4 runs in the inning. This inning is starting to get away from him.
Now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll exit here this afternoon to a smattering of boos after what can be described as really a subpar performance. Jose Arena answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter.
Great job.
Into the box now, Aaron Nola. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Reached by way of a fielder's choice his first time around. Weak grounder down the line at third. Barehanded pickup. Safe.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still disappointed. His job is to shut the door down when they call on him, and he just couldn't get it done there.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura. Grounded up the first baseline. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. Phillies on top, 5-0. Stepping into the box, Garrett Cooper. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. This is on the ground over the first. And there's one away. Ready now for the Marlins, Corey Dickerson, 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. And the pitch. Couldn't help himself that time as he chases one below the knees. It's strike one.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Back up. Oh, no, that got him. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. And now they'll hustle out there and attend to their pitcher, and that was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee. But if there's one thing I know about this guy, he will not want to come out of this game. And from all indications, it looks like he's going to try to continue. Ready for another chance? Brian Anderson. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And it's fouled away. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hole, 0-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Way outside. 1-2. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Pitch on the way. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Marlins. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said it was clear his guys were locked into their at-bats from the very first pitch, and that's something they emphasized in the pregame meetings. He's happy they got the message, as now they've gotten into the bullpen, and they put up some solid run production in the early part of this game.
All right, thanks, Heidi. So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled off. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Good pitch there on 0-2. Breaking ball out of the zone away. Might set up another breaking ball to see if he'll chase this one a little bit farther off the plate.
A swing and a ground ball to third. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The pitch.
I got to count 2-2.
Now a foul tip right into the catcher's glove as he's able to hang on for the first out. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. Not the opening day he wanted to have, unfortunately.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Bryce Harper is in for the third time here as he watches one that misses low. It's a ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
1 ball and 2 strikes the count. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. The windup and the 0-1.
The count's 1-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
I can feel the breeze up here from that one.
Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Now another 1-2. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Thank you, Heidi. Riding in once again, Harold Ramirez. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. 1 away now for the Marlins in their half of the 5th. And up next will be the big catcher, Jorge Alfaro. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to the right side, but foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Real Muto goes to get it, and the throw is in time. Alfaro is retired, 2 down now.
Second baseman.
Digging in now, Isan Diaz. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
And a ball, 1-0.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Oh, and a half swing there on a pitch out of the zone. Indeed, it's strike two. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Line drive, base hit.
And they keep the inning alive with a base hit, but you can see that's only the third hit. He's given up the entire game, so he's still in total control out there.
John Birdie will look for some two-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with two gone and a runner at first. Lifted in the air to center. Williams is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Marlins leave one. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Sixto Sanchez is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius. He'll lead things off here in the Philadelphia 6th. First pitch of the at-bat. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Low roller, and he barehands it. So one away after the phenomenal defensive effort. Show Track is going to give us a better look at that play. You usually don't see third baseman show off a lot of range, but he certainly did there. And to complete the play, uncorked a good hard throw across to first for the out. Nice play all around from the hot corner. Digging in once again, JT Realmuto 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now here's the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Looks like a left-hander up and throwing now in that Marlins bullpen. And it's 1-2.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
One out, nobody on. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. There's ball 4.
It's all a part of learning how to pitch in the big leagues. Major league hitters will not bail you out by swinging at pitches out of the zone, so he's going to have to continue to learn how to get guys out at this level.
Ready for another shot now, Nick Williams. Throw over to first, and he'll get back in safely. First pitch coming. Here it is. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in the count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing. The 1-0 home is in there for strike 1.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
Hit hard on the ground towards second, and that's through for a hit.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Scott Kingery.
So now to the plate, Scott Kingery, as he'll take a look at ball 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2-1.
Count is 2-1.
Real Muto on second. Williams is over at first with 1 away. Count even at 2-2. Line drive to left. Dickerson is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. And he'll take those extra 90 feet, so put runners at the corners now with 2 gone in the inning. Stepping in, Aaron Nola. First delivery to him on the way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1. This is on the ground over to first. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Phillies 5 and the Marlins nothing. Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Jonathan Villar. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game if this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
First pitch on its way. And that misses ball 1. One and 1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Now here's the pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
Now a ball fouled down the right field line out of play, so that'll move the count to 2-2 now. Line towards center field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. Legs churning. He's headed for second. Around second now, and this ball still hasn't been fielded. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
This guy smokes this thing, hustling all the way around the third. So far, they've posted nothing but zeros in this one, but he stands 90 feet away now, and they should be able to push him across.
At the plate now, Miguel Rojas. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And they're going to get on the board here with the sac fly, but there's still work to be done. Down 5-1.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
So coming to the plate, Garrett Cooper. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First offering on its way. Ball 1.
Time to be aggressive with these hitters now. After that sac fly, now it's time to try to get out of this inning with only 1 run scored.
Now the 1-0.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
And that misses. 2-1. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here now the 2-2. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? What's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
In now, Corey Dickerson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0. Slapped hard the opposite way. McCutchen is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We're through 6 full. Phillies lead this one 5-1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Gene Segura. He struggled at the top of the lineup in this one, hitless to this point. First pitch coming, here it is. No balls and 1 strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Wow, you don't see this very often. There aren't very many pitchers that are good hitters, and sometimes you take a pitcher for granted. You just want to lay one in there. Mistake, because this guy just took him deep.
To the plate now, Andrew McCutchen. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. High in the air down the right field line. And foul. Base is empty here with nobody out. Now a swing and a miss, and McCutchen is set down for route number 1. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least 1 pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Into the box now, Bryce Harper. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Back up the middle. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Hey, look at this guy compete right there. Nice base hit. Are you kidding me? He had already had the hat trick. He was staring the golden sombrero straight in the face, and he said, no dice.
Standing in now, Rhys Hoskins. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Harper stands at first with one out. One ball and one strike to the Phillies first baseman.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. Now a throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Into the corner and slicing foul. Runner at first here, one man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Up next for Philadelphia.
Now at the plate, Didi Gregorius. He was a ground out victim last time up. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. A ball and a strike.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Here's a look over to first.
No, you say.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
6 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1.
1 strike.
Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
Stephen Tarpley is out from the bullpen now as he'll get the call here on opening day. JT Realmuto will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats in left. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch.
Nope.
Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
The 1-2 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Fouled away. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
I think he was trying to be a little too fine there, and a walk is the result. Well, the good news is he has a force at every base. The bad news, A single probably drives in a couple of runs.
Now at the plate, Nick Williams. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they can get out of this jam, though.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
There.
Tarpley, a former Yankee, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
The 1-1 home.
2-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Two balls, two strikes to Nick Williams. Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side is retired. But the Phils tack on one more on this solo home run. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Phillies 6 and the Marlins 1. Into the box, Brian Anderson. He'll begin things here against Aaron Nola.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Center field. Williams is under it. He's got it one away. Now to the plate, Harold Ramirez. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Pitch on the way. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Lays off again, and it's 2-0. And now a pitch on the way. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. And he's really got the strikeout pitch working now as he notches number 9 in the ball game. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Stepping in now, Jorge Alfaro, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time.
Ball inside.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. Starting to run out of innings here as they are unable to cut into the deficit. 8th inning coming up. The Phillies lead it 6-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Yimi Garcia will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Francisco Cervelli will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 29.
New inning set to get underway. So striding forward now, Scott Kingery. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1. And he takes something off there and had him way out in front for strike 2.
Yeah, Matty, I'm going to need a better approach out of the 8-hole hitter. He's hitting in the bottom of the order for a reason. He's got to be willing to work the count, grind it, get this pitch count up, and get on for the boys in front of him.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Scott Kingery becomes the first out of the inning.
Aaron Nola.
So now to the plate, Aaron Nola, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And a liner foul into the seats down the right side. The 0-2 pitch.
Oh, that's upset.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Gene Segura standing in as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Base hit, line drive into the corner. Segura turns and goes to second.
Yeah, I think he was sitting on the fastball, so when he got the changeup, he was way out in front of it, but he kept his hands back long enough to keep it fair down the line. That's not always easy to do.
Into the box, Andrew McCutchen. Ball 1. He went down on strikes last time up. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. And he lays off the breaking ball there as he moves ahead to 2-1. Segura at second with 2 down. Into right field. That's a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
This game is unbelievable sometimes, Dan. There's a bullet knock right there. You're expecting an RBI. He almost hit it too good. He can't even score.
Boy, too good is it, Mark. This is one right here. It just kind of gets out to the outfield. It's so quick that the runner not able to score from second base.
First pitch on its way, and he fouls this one off. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Two balls and a strike.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
The 2-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Diaz is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Leading off the inning, Isan Diaz, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Isan Diaz.
Here's the first pitch to him. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
And that's out number 1. Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Now the pitch.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame. Digging in and looking for more, Jonathan Villar. And they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it one bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what could happen.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Miami down in order. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Brad Boxberger enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Now in the box, Rhys Hoskins. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. first offering on its way. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball one. Boxberger, a California-born ball player. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Now here's the pitch.
That's ball 2. I got to count 2-2.
And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
In now, Didi Gregorius as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. No hits to this point. A ball and no strikes. Here it is.
Ball 2.
Oh, up around the chin there. 2-0. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Two and 1 now. Strike 2 called, and it's even at 2. Pulled toward right center field. VR will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. Stepping in, JT Realmuto, and it's a strange line developing for him in this one. He's been walked several times. Here comes the first pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. And it's 1-2. This is foul right side. Here he comes again. 1-2. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Phillies 6 and the Marlins 1. Sir Anthony Dominguez is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 58, Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. So stepping in, Miguel Rojas. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. Out in front of it, strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1-1.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
The 1-2. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Real Muto is after it, and he makes the throw to first. Rojas is retired, and there's one away. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. And that's exactly how he hoped to get this season started on opening day.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
At the plate now, Garrett Cooper. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 delivery. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 2-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze it.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1. 1 out, nobody on. He loses him on ball 4.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
Digging in, Corey Dickerson hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Pitch too high, and that's over the catcher's head. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
The 1-0. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Cooper, the runner at second with 1 away. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Up next for the Marlins.
Now at the plate, Brian Anderson. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Here comes the first pitch.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Here's the 0-1.
Nope, outside. That's a ball.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. The 2-1 home is in off the plate. The 3-1 pitch.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
Miami down to their last strike. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. And he'll make the final out to put an end to this one, and the Phillies move to 1-0 on the young season as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they know this is going to be a tough stretch on the road. To win the first game of the series, it's got to feel pretty good. Something to build on for tomorrow.
6-1 the final tally today. The Phils took the lead in the fourth and held on until the end. Aaron Nola earns his first win of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Sandy Alcantara couldn't escape the fourth inning as he slapped with the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian, we all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.